Everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dawn with Candy Cane Ridge. Today, I'm going to be walking you through how to make this watermelon block. It's a watermelon log cabin block. Grab your fabric and let's get stitching. Back to our May Festive Scraps block, where we're going to be making a watermelon block. So, as you can see in this video already, I am having to do a voiceover. We have had major computer, camera, microphone malfunctions. So we're going to be doing the best that we can. And I will definitely be giving you the major parts. But if you need any help with this, please message me, email me, and we'll get you through it. All right, we're going to start with our middle block, our very first block, which is the center of this big log cabin block. So this is going to be red, and it's going to be a 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch square. Then we're going to outline that with pink and some more red. So you can use whatever color reds that you want to use. You do not have to use the same matching red. You can have several different colors of green, or you can use the same color of green. And then you're going to need some background fabric or some light pink fabric for your background and your inner border. All right, so we're going to start with our letter A, which is our center block. And then we're going to be adding our B, which is our background, to the very top of our A. When we sew this together, we're going to line them up. And we're going to be stitching using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then we're going to add our C blocks, one to the side and one to the bottom. Next, we're going to go ahead and lay out our E blocks, one to the side and one to the bottom. We're going to move our inner border and outer border out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and add our G to the side and a G to the bottom. Again, y'all, I apologize that I'm having to do this as a voiceover. All right, we're adding letter D to the top and to the side. And then next is letter F. We're going to add that to the top and to the side. And then we have our letter H that's going to go to the side, just one of those. And now our block is all laid out. except for our inner border and outer border. All right, we're going to take this to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch B onto A using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then we're going to stitch C to the side using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then we're going to stitch the bottom C on using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then we're going to stitch D on, going in a circle. We're going to stitch D on to the side using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then our D at the top using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're going to stitch this big square on. We're going to stitch this all together first. Then we're going to come back and add our E's and our F's. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch this together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our center all stitched together and pressed. Now it is time to add our letter E to the side. We're going to stitch it on using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're going to stitch the bottom on using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Still going in a circle, we're going to stitch F to the side and F to the top, all using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're going to stitch all of this together. I'm going to go to the sewing machine and be right back. All right, we have that finished. Everything's pressed, everything's stitched together. Now we're going to add our letter G to the side. We're going to stitch down, still using that 1/4 inch seam allowance, and our G to the bottom. And then we're going to stitch letter H on to the side. There's nothing left to stitch on to the top. That should complete our actual inside block. Then we'll add our inner borders, top and bottom, sides, and our outer borders, sides, top and bottom. All right, I'm going to go stitch this on, and I'll be right back. As I press this, I'm pressing towards the outside. All right, our center border, no, our center is all put together. Now all we have left to do is add our inner borders and our outer borders. So we're going to add letter I to the sides. Those are little 1-inch strips. And then we're going to add letter J to the top and the bottom. Then we're going to take letter K and add K to both sides, right and left side. And then we're going to take letter L and add that to the top and to the bottom. So we're going to add our inner borders and outer borders, sides, top, and bottom, and I'll be right back. We've got everything finished. The whole block is completed. Now, if you want to know how to turn this into a pillow, you can refer back to this playlist, to some of the first couple of videos, and I'll walk you through how to actually put the envelope border on. Or you can make these blocks, and at the end of the year, you will have 12 blocks that you can make a seasonal quilt out of. This would be really cute if you turned it into a table runner. You could use 3 of them, or 4, just depending on how long you wanted the runner to be. You could start off with one facing this direction, and then you can make the next one, and you could give it a quarter turn, and then another quarter turn. And then you could even use just this block as a placemat. I want to thank y'all for watching, sticking with me through this horrendous audio mess up. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next video.